guys? It's Brayden from Basic Reptiles YouTube. Today I told you guys yesterday I'm gonna do a leopard gecko cage setup. Tomorrow I'm gonna do the care. And let's get started. So you're gonna need a 10-gallon aquarium to house them in with a screen lid because you don't want them escaping for any reason. Now you're going to need a cool side and a hot side for them. The cool side is you need to mist it down 2 times a day to keep it cool, and put some tropical bedding down just so it stays a little moist in a hide. For your water bowl, you're going to need some leaves sticking in the water so your leopard geckos can lick the leaves if they want, so they don't have to put their head in the water bowl. And for bedding, you can use I'm using fake Repti mat from ZoomEd because I don't want to worry about impaction. And I don't feed them over here usually over here, so they don't get impaction from that. For the hot side, half of the day I use this Day Blue bulb from Zilla, Day Blue Light, and it's 75 watts. I really recommend it. It works very fast. As soon as you turn it on, instantly heat comes out. In case you don't have a heat pad. And I also have a heat pad as well, right down there. And I also use that. You should get a heat pad, if anything, and a hot side cave. Now I have 3 leopard geckos. You shouldn't have 3 leopard geckos. You could have like 1 adult and 2 babies. I should have a 20-gallon, but I don't right now. I'm going to move the babies to that one as soon as I get the supplies. Half of the day, I use the Day Blue light bulb. And the second half of the day, I use the Repti UVB 150. And then, why not? I'll just do the care right now. So, when you wake up in the beginning of the day, these animals are nocturnal, so they're not going to be out. But you want to make sure they always have food available. A good diet is feed them every other day. So let's say you feed them today. You should feed them like this: 2 crickets and a mealworm every day with calcium, and then so you skip the next day, and then when the next day comes, feed them the same diet but without calcium, just so they don't get calcium all the time. Make sure you have water in their bowl every day. And I used without D3 calcium because you can't use that for leopard geckos because they're nocturnal. And then to keep your super mealworms in, I just keep this, what the pet store gives you. It's so you don't have to waste your money on one of these. But I use this to keep my crickets in, and it works fantastic. And then to mist the cool side down of the cage, I use this and still give them water, definitely. And you can use feeding tongs. But if you're going to keep reptiles, you can't be afraid of bugs. So if that's the case, you need to use them all the time. Reptiles aren't the very best pet for you, but trying to think. So here's a ton of leaves. You want to have a ton of extra supplies, and I just used this drawer organizer. Should always keep an extra heat bulb in case your heat goes out, your other heat bulb breaks or goes out, and your heat mat, which should never happen. You always need to have another one. They can't go without heat. And then for the bedding, for the moist side, I use this tropical mix, and it's from All Living Things. It's tropical mix bedding. Even though they're desert animals, they can, for their cool side, they are allowed to have it. So, and then the reason you need a cool side so they can cool down and don't get overheated, they also need it to be moist so they can get their shed off. Because if they will eat their shed, which is totally fine, normal, but make sure it's always moist when they're shedding. And see, there's some stuck shed on his foot right there. Make sure you're gonna have to be there an hour picking it off the toe, because their toe will fall off, and that's not good, because it suffers them down the line and won't be able to climb anymore and gets infected. You're gonna have to cut off the leg, and it's just terrible. So make sure you get all this stuck shed off their toe. Make sure you clean their cage about 2 times a week would be fantastic. Like I said, one adult leopard gecko should have 10-gallon aquarium. 2 babies could have a 10-gallon. Don't put females and females together. They'll fight. Don't put males and males together. They'll fight. Female and a male's okay. But watch, if you don't want them to breed, then it's probably not a good idea, because they breed really easily. He's sleeping right here. Let me introduce my geckos. This is Leo. She's actually a girl, but we already named her Leo, and I don't feel like changing her name. So she's staying Leo. And then in there, I don't want to bother them, but the one with the whiter head on the bottom is Dorothy. She lost her tail. She is a girl. She lost her tail from this one. He thought it was a super worm and bit it right off. And then the other one on top is Marlin. And he has his tail, but they're still twins. He had a twin, but I never bought the twin to him. And I got these from Pet Supplies Plus. Don't recommend it, because I've heard bad news. I would just do backwater. Underground, there are online websites you can order from them. It's totally fine. I will be doing some unboxing videos and Repticon videos, reptile expos, and everything like that. If I left anything out, make sure you comment down below. This is my first video, so if you have any tips, make sure to comment that down below. Turn on post notifications and subscribe. And thanks for watching. Put a thumbs up also if you love reptiles. Thanks for watching. Bye.